Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today I'm going to be diving into a category of fragrances that I absolutely love for spring and summer, and those are fresh, clean, vibrant fragrances. Now, I just did another video about clean, fresh scents, and I will list that one up here. But these fragrances are what are more traditionally called like freshies, and I've split them into green freshies and blue freshies. So today we're going to be discussing green fresh fragrances. If that sounds interesting to you, stay tuned. These fragrances span the gamut of price point, and some are designer, Middle Eastern. Um, I don't think I have any niche here, but some are a little bit more high end as far as price point, but you've got something for everyone here. We're going to start with a Middle Eastern fragrance, and that is Mystique Bouquet by Afnan. And Mystique Bouquet is inspired by Valaya by Parfums de Marly. This is a fresh ambroxan heavy fragrance. It has some peach in the opening. There's a little bit of peony in the mid, and there's lots of notes listed, but what I pick up are some peach in the beginning, a little bit of peony in the middle, a lot of ambroxan and musk in the base. It's great for special occasions, in my opinion. It is a beast as far as projection and performance. This will stick on you for quite a while. Sometimes I like to add a peach lotion underneath or a peach body oil just to soften the ambroxan just a little bit. But that is a fresh, clean, spirited fragrance. If you don't like things loud, this might not be the one for you, but it is great for special occasions, and you don't have to bring a decant of this at all. You spray in the beginning of the day, and you are good for the entire day. So that is Mystique Bouquet by Afnan. The next on the list is one that I've talked about before, and that is Sous Le Pen from Chloe. It's from their Atelier de Fleur line, and it's their privé or luxury portion of their Chloe fragrances. This one is pine and citrus. Um, there are extra woody notes in the base. It sounds like it would be harsh or even masculine leaning, but it is squarely unisex, in my opinion. And if you think that you might not like a pine scent, and I said this in the last video where I talked about this fragrance, just give it a smell and you might be pleasantly surprised. It is fresh, but it has a softness to it that both men and women can enjoy, and I absolutely love this. That's Sous Le Pen by Chloe in their Atelier de Fleur line. The next one is one that I found in TJ Maxx, I think last year or the year before, and it is Cheap and Cheerful, and that is great. Excuse me, that is Ruby Grapefruit, and it is by Parfumier Floral. It is one of those fragrance lines that I'm not really sure where else you can find them besides like TJ Maxx and Marshalls and places like that. But this is so fresh and fruity and invigorating. It has a softness to it while still being fresh. That's something that you'll notice in most of the fresh fragrances that I like. I like things that, yes, are fresh and zesty and lively, but they have a little bit of softness and a little sprinkling of sweetness that make them a little bit more wearable for a fruity floral lover like myself. So a Ruby Grapefruit, this is, they call it an eau de parfum, but honestly, it wears like an eau de toilette, but that's kind of what you might expect for I don't know, $13 to $16. But it is so cheerful. It's lovely. I like wearing it to bed on like hot summer nights and just on an everyday basis around the house, in the garden. This is a fun one to wear, and that is Ruby Grapefruit. The next one is also another Chloe fragrance. This is Chloe Naturelle. This is a quintessential freshie, in my opinion. I think that this is unisex. I think most of the time, um, women tend to review and wear this, but for me, I think that this could be worn by a man as well. Um, it is musk heavy, and you got some citrus at the top. Because it's a Chloe, there is going to be a little bit of rose, but that rose is almost like a green rose. And I enjoy this. I don't wear this as much as some of my other Chloes, but I do enjoy it. And that is Chloe Naturelle. The next one is an absolute love for me. That is Father Figure by Fleur. I've gone through a travel size of this and quite a bit of this one. When I wear Father Figure, I completely douse myself in it. And that is because I love to keep smelling it. I love to wear this one to bed. It has fig and there's a mossy quality. There's a little bit of sweetness. Oh, there's, I think, cassis in here. Oh, this is so good. I think this might be one of my favorites out of this list. Probably top two. I haven't ranked these, but this is probably in the top two out of these seven. And yeah, Fleur did a great job when they made Father Figure. The next one is not a new fragrance, but I really don't hear a lot of people talking about it. And that could be because florals sometimes get a bad rap. But I think this is great. It's an eau de toilette by Jimmy Choo, and it's Jimmy Choo Floral. Like many of the other freshies, it has citrus in the top. It's got some, I think magnolia is one of the main florals here. There's a little bit of nectarine for some sweetness. This is just so lovely. It doesn't last long on the skin, but oh, it's got a slight green quality, but not overly green. It's floral, it's light, it's a little sweet. This is so lovely. If you have this in your collection from a few years ago, bring it back out and give it a spray. You might remember just why you bought it in the first place. That is Jimmy Choo Floral. And last on the list today is the newest to my collection as far as green freshies are concerned, and that is Versace Crystal Emerald. I always want to say Emerald Crystal, but whatever. That is Versace Crystal Emerald with this horrible top. My top doesn't fit properly, and that's why I say it's horrible. It absolutely drives me crazy. Yeah. Anyway, we'll put this over here. But this fragrance is floral, slightly sweet, fresh. There's some citruses in the top. And it's got a nice green zing to it, but it's smoothed out with a little bit of musk and just the right amount of sweetness. This is so, so lovely. I think Versace did a great job with Crystal Emerald. If you haven't gotten a chance to get your nose on it yet, maybe give it a sniff and see what you think. So that's the first half of our green freshies. And if you didn't notice the trend, a lot of the bottles are green as well. This one probably could have gone either green or blue, but because they called it emerald, I put it in the green category. Stay tuned for part two, which are my blue freshies. And until next time, you guys go and have a beautiful, beautiful day or night, wherever you are. Bye bye, everybody.